it's Monday, and today I come to you with a rant. This is in response to one of your fellow AP English students who posted the following on Facebook. I will publish a book with absolutely no symbolic meaning whatsoever, not color, theme, time, place, number, nothing. Future English classes can thank me now. Do I even need to tell you what is wrong with that? Well, yeah, I do have to make a video today, so. Here is a list of things that is wrong with that. Okay, first, I feel compelled to remind this fellow that he signed up for this class in the first place, assumably with full comprehension of what it entailed. I mean, he's probably been in an English class for the past 12 years of his life, and if by now he hasn't realized that English classes involve symbolic reading, he obviously doesn't belong in any English class, let alone AP. Second, I'd like to address the absurdity of his statement. He claims that he intends to publish a book with no symbolic meaning. How in the world does one expect to publish a book with no symbolism whatsoever? Now, I realize that his statement was purely facetious and he doesn't actually intend to publish a book of this nature, or at least I hope he doesn't. The very thought of a publisher being at all interested in producing such a shallow and pointless book is quite frankly laughable and completely naive. Thirdly, he obviously does not understand the importance of symbols in analytical reading. Now, normally I would blame this on his teacher, but since I know the AP English teacher personally, I know he's an absolutely fantastic person who has shaped my life in so many ways, I am 100% sure that this young fellow's ridiculous notions regarding literature do not manifest from his instructor. Therefore, the only other person who could be at fault is he himself, which is of course the issue. Now, I know John Green of Vlogbrothers fame has spoken on this many times. I firmly believe that the act of reading, especially critically and with an eye towards symbol and metaphor, is not to find out what the author intended. Instead, it is to glean information from the story's details, be them metaphorical or otherwise, to apply to your everyday life. As John says, most of the questions that you're asking in your literature classes are not that interesting. Like, if the question of whether the author intended that symbol or that metaphor, let me tell you, as an author who intends symbols and metaphors, that question is not interesting. And the reason that reading critically, like reading for theme and metaphor and symbol, is important is because those things are ways into the big, interesting questions. Like, when you read The Great Gatsby and your teacher's all, what does Gatsby's green light represent? And you're all like, I don't even know, you're the one with the bloody degree, so just tell us what it is and we can move on. And they're all like, it represents hope and the American dream. And then you have to like say what that means and why Gatsby is longing for such things and how they can be connected to our modern world. That's just homework. Which, by the way, every student has to do, so you, sir, can just get over that. And it's through such metaphors that one understands the immense suffering and delight of the human race and all the ways that we're connected. Then, you understand the point of reading. If you do it correctly, you can get past that working point and realize that we all have something we're longing for, just like Gatsby. And really, we're all standing on that dock with him, staring out at a bright, impossible future that we are never going to obtain. But you realize that there's hope in that, because as Fitzgerald says, it eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch out our arms farther, and one fine morning. So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. No matter how hopeless our future might be, we beat on together. And that's why, kid who posted this, is extremely important to read critically and with an eye towards symbolism. Yes, despite how worthless you might think it is. Because without understanding such things, we are alone in facing our future. Emily, I'll see you on Wednesday. What does Gatsby's green light represent? That was a bit ridiculous, we're gonna do that again. What does Gatsby's green light represent? It represents hope and the American dream. I don't know what accent I had before.